What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Blue Side FC channel. I'm Niamat, and despite our horrible performance today, I hope you're all doing great. Yeah, like I said, horrible performance today. I don't think we had any good moments in the game. I honestly don't think we had. Yes, there were some standout performances. I'm saying standout lightly because they were at least better than the rest. They were showing that they wanted to get things done on the pitch, and those performances was Chilwell. In the beginning, he was by far the best player on the pitch, by far. And then Kante also came on and proved that yes, we really need him in the squad, and we've missed him a lot. And when he came on, you could see that he added some life to the game. And he was doing way more than what the attackers had done throughout the whole game. And he even almost got a goal. Chilwell also got a goal. It was disallowed. I think it was very harsh that it was disallowed. I think yes, there was a little push on the defender, but the defender made a lot out of it. Like he definitely deserved an Oscar. He moved as if Chilwell had pushed him so hard, and yeah, it was disallowed. But apart from that, nothing more, nothing less. And there's only one person to blame. There's only one person to blame, and it's Graham Potter. And Graham Potter, he has to go now. Like what else is he going to hang around for? What else is he going to be around for? He has lost the Chelsea fans' support. If we are all in unison like this against the manager, you know that there's no hope. And there's always been this kind of divide sometimes between the match-going fans and the fans at home, like us watching, and social media fans and all that. But when we are all in unison like this, that Potter has to go. He has to go. Like what else? Like his lineup today. Let's talk about the lineup. He started with Kepa in goal. Obviously, Kepa is going to be in goal. He started with James, Koulibaly, Cucurella, in the back three, which was very weird for me. But I was like, why has he put James as part of the back three when Chalobah is on the bench and Badiashile is also on the bench? But you put James. Usually when Loftus-Cheek plays as a right wing back, then James is injured, but James is fit. Putting him as a right back. Why? When we have Trevor and Badiashile on, James needs to be played much further up the pitch. He needs to be playing as a right wing back. I don't know why he was put at the back. And yes, and I understand Potter's point of view a little bit because we've seen Loftus-Cheek play and we've seen him play in that position against Leeds, and he did very well in that position, I might add. But this game, he wasn't effective at all on the right side, and sometimes I felt like Ramsey was getting the best of him at times, and he wasn't getting past Ramsey. And sometimes when he gets past Ramsey too, he overthinks. He doesn't cross the ball on the first time, and the first time. He takes too many touches on the ball before he crosses it, and then Ramsey comes over to block it, or somebody comes over to take it from him, or sometimes he overhits it, or I don't know. It wasn't working today. It wasn't really working today, and he stuck with it. I was thinking that he would change it early and probably take Loftus-Cheek out, move James forward, and bring either one of Chalobah or Badiashile in, but he didn't. He didn't do that. He kept on with Loftus-Cheek. He eventually changed him, but it didn't really change much in the squad. I think he changed him for N'Golo Kante, and that wasn't going to make any difference because N'Golo Kante has come to play centrally, and he changed the formation to a four back and put Chilwell back. He moved Chilwell back. Chilwell was the best player on the pitch. He was the best player in our attack going forward, and you moved him back into defense when we were 2 goals down or we're goal down. I don't know what this coach does sometimes. I just don't understand. Like, it's weird. If you wanted to bring Kante on, yes, understood. Kante, like I said earlier, Kante was one of the better players on the pitch when he came on. He almost scored. He even almost scored. But if you bring Kante on, don't move Chilwell back. We still have defenders on the bench. So why won't you move James forward and then bring on 2 more defenders to fill that back line? If that is what you wanted, if you wanted a fall back, why don't you do that? I don't know. This manager, I just don't know with him sometimes. His substitutions are always poor, and he brought on Pulisic too as well for Cucurella. it didn't make sense. I think even if you wanted Pulisic to be playing, you should have been brought him on earlier, not in the 80th minute like you brought him. You should have brought him earlier when Modric wasn't really doing well in the game. And yes, Modric is also another player that I was also disappointed of. I was happy when he started. I was happy when he started the game, and I was like, oh, you've been calling for him to start. Let's see what he does. And I don't know whether it's a lack of confidence or, and sometimes to Havertz and Felix don't find him. There was a counter attack in the first half before Aston Villa scored their goal. There was a counter attack where I felt like João Felix should have passed the ball quickly to Modric, who was running on the left hand side. You could have passed the ball. He was there on his own and he was onside, so you could have passed the ball to him, but he chose to pass to Havertz, who took too many touches on the ball, and eventually the chance was squandered. And it was 3v2. So, and this was a very good chance. I thought they could have passed to Modric. A chance before that chance, I think Modric got the ball. It was a mistake from the Aston Villa defense, and Modric got the ball, and Havertz was free on the right hand side, and I thought he would have just passed to Havertz and Havertz would score, but he decided to take a shot, and Martinez was in front of him and he decided to take a shot, and it was saved and went out for a corner. So these kind of things, we had so many chances in the first half, so many good chances in the first half where I felt like we could have taken the lead very, very early, but we didn't, because if we took the lead very, very early, we would have been in control of the game, and I don't think probably they would have come into the game in the first half. Maybe in the second half they would have tried, but the first half I think would have been solid and maintained the 1-goal lead if we had scored any of those chances, but we didn't score any of those chances. And then let's talk about their goals too. The first goal, grave mistake from Cucurella. Why do you do that? Like, I think it was a miscommunication between him and Koulibaly as to who was going to take that, who was going to clear that ball, head that ball away, and Cucurella was the one who did it, and he headed it towards our goal rather, and just fell in the path of Watkins, and Watkins was never going to miss that. He's in very good form since Unai took over. He was never going to miss that. He was never going to miss that chance, and he scored it. He lobbed Kepa, and Kepa came out, so he lobbed Kepa, and that was that. And their second goal too, I felt like we could have read it quicker because McGinn took ages to play that ball. So I thought like we could have thrown ourselves in the line of the shot, but we didn't do it. And I also thought that Kepa could have done better. Yes, there were defenders around, there were players around him, but like I said, McGinn took a long time to take that shot. It took a while before it reached McGinn, and you knew that he lined up that shot. I think it was Watkins that passed to him or something. I initially thought Watkins was going to take a shot himself, but I passed to him, and it took a while to get to McGinn. So I felt like Kepa should have positions himself well, but it's easier said than done. I'm sitting at home watching, it's easier said than done, but I feel like he would have done better with that shot. And Modric too went in to block it. He jumped instead of maybe standing there to block it, and it also bypassed Kovacic as well. So I mean, everything was going wrong today, and I don't think Potter is the man for us. Some of his changes today, some of his lineup, his changes, the decision to put Benoit and Trevor Chalobah on the bench and play James at right back and play Loftus-Cheek as right wing back. It just didn't work. It didn't work at all. And even with our attack, Felix, Havertz, and Modric. I've talked about Modric. Felix too. In the second half, you see the thing with Felix is that I've said it before. He seems like he's doing everything right. But when you watch him carefully, he spends way too much time on the ball sometimes. Instead of him to make certain passes, then he goes for like a flashy pass, or he adds some flair to it, or he tries to take on players. He'll be able to take on one player. Instead of him to make a pass, he tries to take another player. But it's the EPL. You can't, like, these defenders are not going to allow you to just be dribbling past them. Go and ask Werner. Werner had this problem when he was at Chelsea. You've tried it once and twice before. Even Noni Madueke, he also does that. He also tries to take defenders on, and he often hits a brick wall. Sometimes he succeeds, but he doesn't make anything good with it. But he's even learning that you have to make passes. You have to make one-touch passes. You have to pass your way out of certain situations instead of trying to take certain defenders on when you know you will not succeed, or you failed earlier on the game. But I don't know with Felix. With Felix, it's sometimes frustrating to watch him. At the same time, too, when you're watching him too, it seems like he's the one going to make something happen, or he's going to score or something. But at the same time, like I said, you watch him and it's frustrating. And I don't want to even talk about Havertz, because Havertz played a game today, but it seemed like he wasn't even there the whole game. So I love Havertz. I like the things that he has done for Chelsea, but sometimes, man, sometimes it just feels like he's non-existent. He's not even on the pitch for Chelsea at all. And today it was like a poor performance all around. I suspect he's not going to be sacked, but he needs to go. He needs to go. He really needs to go. He's not a man for he's not a man for us. We've bought these players, very, very promising players, at expensive prices, and he's not using them well. He's not utilizing them well. It's like you've given you've gone to buy a brand new Lamborghini and you've given it to somebody who learned how to drive like a month ago. He's always going to crash. He's always going to crash. You need to give it to somebody, a seasoned driver, and expect in the game somebody who is used to molding players with potential, somebody who can do these things better. We had that person. We had Tuchel, and Todd Boehly went and sacked him and brought in Potter. The experiment has failed. The experiment has failed. He wanted to experiment with Potter. He wanted to build something with Potter. That experiment has failed. And if he continues to stand by Potter, it's going to fail even more. And yeah, so we need to make some changes. Tuchel is now the Bayern manager, and I wish him all the best. But at Chelsea, things are not going well at all, and we need to change. Something needs to change. That's been my review of the game. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you have any, you think Potter? I know a lot of Chelsea fans don't want him around, but if there some of you there who want him around, let me know why. Let me know why you still think Potter is the one. I just want to know, and now we'll talk. I'll reply to you in the comments too as well. So thank you for watching the video this far. If you've enjoyed it, give the video a like. It helps the channel a lot. And you subscribe too as well if you are not subscribed. Most of my views come from non-subscribers. Kindly subscribe if you enjoy the content. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, stay safe.